This is totally a winning hand. A winning hand of some of the most awesomest papers I have ever seen. Is awesomest a word? I'm not really sure. But these papers are darn cool. They're called Friends. Here's what they look like. It's this Friends with a Z collection. And they're just these little tiny squares of beautiful designs of paper. And they come in all different looks. There's tattoos and I mean, just very, very cool. Very hot, very trendy. I'm going to use this piece of paper right here to help me embellish a belt buckle. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm going to use some paper on a belt buckle. Okay, well, here's how this works. First of all, this is the belt buckle. And as you can see, it already came pretty embellished, has nice bling on it, and this awesome surface just begging to be decorated. So that's what I'm going to do. Eventually, it's going to look like this. How cool is that? Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. Now, first of all, let's talk about the tools that you're going to need. You're going to need, obviously, some of this pretty paper here. This is an old brooch, and I have this one right here that I'm going to use for this one. And you're going to need, what I used is some glossy accents, and it's a clear acrylic coating, and it dries hard and yet clear, so you could see an image come through it. And then you're going to need some glue. Now, I used, and you can see that I use it quite a bit, E6000. I really like the E6000 glue. It's just a great versatile glue. A lot of people say, T.O., what kind of glue can I use for this or that? And E6000, hands down, love it. All right, you can also use like a jewelry metal glue if you like. If you have that, you can use that too. But something that will work from, for a metal surface. Okay, so here's how I made this belt buckle. It's so easy you're gonna die when I show you. Okay, first of all, I laid my paper and kind of maneuvered it around over the belt buckle to see where I really want the image to be. And, if you don't mind, since I already have one this color and I only have this belt buckle, I'm going to choose a different paper so that I don't have two belt buckles that look exactly the same. And I'm kind of loving this one right here. Kind of loving this. Wouldn't that look hot on top of that? Yeah. Okay, so here's how I did it. It's highly technical. I went in with my fingernail and I just smashed the paper down into the crevice. And in some cases, it even tore the paper, okay? I swear, this just doesn't get any easier. Look at that. Okay, so now you see the image, right? Now I'm just going to cut it out. And I'm going to go over just a titch because I don't want to be short inside the belt buckle. Because I can always go back and trim it up if I need to. Like that. Set that in there. Hello, is that perfect or what? Okay, here's a little trick. In order to kind of get the paper all smoothed out and everything, I actually glued this to that. And I just used a regular glue, all right? Just like, I'm using Elmer's glue, for goodness sakes. And the reason why is that way I can smooth out the paper and maneuver it and put it wherever it needs to be before I add my acrylic. So I just put that in just like that. And it just kind of holds it in place. Well, there's a lot of busyness going on here. Have you noticed that with my fingernails and everything? Okay. Okay. Just smash the glue, move it all over the place, and just get your image smashed down and as smooth as you possibly can. Just like that. You really don't want to have any air bubbles. And less is more when it comes to just using this glue. Okay, now I think that's pretty good. It's nice and smooth. Okay, I have a little edging there, but I'm okay with that. Move that down a little bit. That's the other thing about using this type of glue. you know, just a water-based glue, because it allows you to move it around before it dries really quick and have you place your paper exactly where you want it. Okay, so now I've placed my paper in there, and then all I'm going to do is take the clear or the glossy accent in the clear and fill up the well. It's that simple. Try not to get any air bubbles in it. Air bubbles will show. And I'm just going to fill up this entire thing. And just move it around a little bit. And if you need to, have a toothpick standing by so that you can poke holes in your air bubbles or move something around if you need to. This is a water-based acrylic, by the way, so it's got a really nice cleanup to it if you get it on your hands. Okay. I think I got it all. No bubbles. Now, oh my gosh, this looks amazing. While it's wet, just got a bubble. Terry. Oh, it popped. Okay. Now, it's going to be hard to lay this flat because it has one of these little hooks right there. So you want to find something. Oh, I should have thought of this first. You want to find something that will help you keep it nice and flat. Look, I always have baby wipes standing by. Now I know why. Is that going to work? Okay. Maybe not. There. Hope I don't need these. There. Perfect. Let it dry. Check and make sure there's no... You don't have a whole lot of time to maneuver and move this around. Okay, so you do want to make sure that you get your air bubbles out fairly quickly and you have your surface nice and smooth. Make sure you keep the lid on this when you're done because it dries very quickly at the tip. Okay, so now all I have to do is let this dry and then I'll add my brooch. And what I did with this brooch is I went, you can see, to the back, and I just used a pair of good heavy-duty needle nose pliers and ripped off the actual pin part, ripped off the little holder to the pin so that I could try and get it as flat as I possibly could. Just be careful when you do that, not twisting and turning, because some of this older jewelry will bend really easily. When it's dry, I'm going to place that on there, and I'm going to use my E6000, and then I'm going to end up with a hot rockin' belt buckle that looks just like this. Okay? So, by the way, there are links on the website for you to go and order the actual belt buckle pieces and the papers, and make sure you use that special code, that's TO 2010, when you check out, and that way these fine people at HHH Enterprises will not charge you shipping. That's a little gift from me to you. Okay, so happy crafting.